Greetings and salutations, and this is Tech Plays here, back with more Akimbot, and I have some explaining to do, because I mentioned in my last video that goes up like a day or two before this, part 4 for Silent Hill 2, that I took like a week or two off from like I took like a week off from uploading. It has been 2 or 3 weeks now. Yeah, I have some explaining to do. Now, this isn't stuff out of my control. It's 100% my fault that I have not uploaded. I have just not had a drive to commentate lately. I haven't. I've been really, like, hyper-focused on making music. I'm working on, like, my 3rd album. My 2nd one hasn't even dropped. It's dropping in February, don't worry. But I'm already at work on my 3rd album. I've also been working on a bunch of song covers because I want to do, like, a song cover mixtape. Not an album, just a mixtape. It won't be on like streaming platforms or anything. It's just gonna be on YouTube and Spotify because I don't have the means to contact the rights holder for permission to songs, because a lot of these songs are by people way bigger than me. There ain't no way I'm gonna be able to get into contact with them. So I'd rather just release it on YouTube and BandLab and just have it be like a little side project from my main album. That's the main focus I am musically right now, is on that. I have 5 songs done for my 3rd album, but I'm taking a break from my 3rd album because my 2nd one hasn't even released yet, and I'm the type of person that doesn't want my shit to be done until like a month before release, because otherwise I'll go back and want to switch out tracks and stuff. So I want to like make sure like the track list and everything is all songs I love that I'm happy with and all that before I put it up for release.
May have deleted a whole bunch of stuff off it.
Excuse me, sorry. I don't know if you heard that. I tried to cover it, but like,
how was I to know
I need to take some gas medicine, like, seriously. I'll probably do that after this video. But yeah, that's where I've been. I've been hard at work on music, and I've been hard at work on music. Been dealing with like some life stuff, sort of, in a way. And it's not an excuse for this. Like, the only thing that took up my time from this was working on music, because I could have fit this in. I could have fit in doing commentary if I wasn't working on so much music. I did 2 song covers, worked on like 3 or 4 songs just in the last 2 or 3 weeks. So it is me hyper-focusing on my music. That is what it is entirely. It's my fault I didn't upload. That being said, I am now back in gear with a lot of like enthusiasm for this. I kind of needed a break anyway, because I was getting back to the point where I was like bored of doing commentary. I feel like I need to do that. Is like, here's how, I think I might have explained it last video, but the way I need to do things now, because the way I used to do it is I would make myself upload almost consistently for like 8 to 10 months, and then take a 2 to 3 month break between seasons of run-on games. That's how I used to do things, and that burned me out a lot. So the way I'm doing things now is I'm probably going to take like a 2 or 3 week break every couple months. I took one back in like November, I think it was, and then I took one this month. It probably won't be as often as that going forward. I think this only happened because I had already like worked on some Let's Play videos for a game I ended up deciding not to Let's Play. And so I had like some extra like burnout from this that I shouldn't have had, because I worked on more Let's Play videos than what got uploaded. If you don't know, I was working on like Let's Play for RFL, but then like I canceled it because I didn't want to do it yet. I wasn't in the mood for it. I recorded like the first 2 hours and then like edited the videos, added commentary and everything, and then I just deleted it. I didn't want to do it yet. I have to be in the mood for it, because it's like a lot of my Let's Plays are done because I'm in the mood for that type of game. That is usually what decides what next Let's Play comes next. When I purchased Akimbot, I was in the mood for 3D platformers. So I played it alongside Sonic and Shadow Generations. 2 3D platformers. Me getting Silent Hill 2 and playing Silent Hill 2 was me wanting a new survival horror game to play that wasn't a fucking walking sim. I don't like walking sim horror games. They're not scary. They're just obnoxious. Even Outlast annoys me in that regard. And I think Outlast is the one game that does it right. Quite honestly, like I think Outlast is the only game that actually does it right, but I still don't like it. Still, it's just not my type of game. Like, I'm very particular about my horror games. I like to be able to fight back because it feels like a little more... It feels like you're doing more. That is the main thing. There is more reasons beyond that, but it feels like you're doing more. When you're just walking and hiding and crouching, and that's all you can do for the whole game, I get bored. I'm not even gonna lie to you, I get bored. I stopped getting scared and everything. The reason why I like Silent Hill 2 Remake and I like the Resident Evil series is because they make you confront the horror, which is scarier than running from it. I like that. That fucking scares me. I'm not scared running. Because I know the game wants me to run. I know the game expects me to run and hide and survive. I know that's what's happening. When I'm playing a game like Resident Evil or Silent Hill 2 Remake, I'm forced to confront the horror. It's spookier. Even Mr. X, who's an unkillable enemy in RE2 Remake, even like something like him, doesn't feel walking sim horror gaming. Because you could still stun him. You can avoid him in ways that aren't hiding. He is an enemy that makes you have to, like, think. Running and hiding's not thinking. That's fucking... It's obvious. I might be rambling on a little bit too much about this. But the second thing is it feels a little immersive when I can fight back against the horror, because I feel like everyone, and I maybe I'm wrong about this, but I feel like everyone has that instinct where, like, after a while, you would get fed up in these horror situations. Like, if you were actually there, I feel like you'd get fed up and you'd start trying to fight back. You'd probably get your ass killed if it was real life, but you'd want to fight back eventually. You'd get tired of it. And I feel like that's what makes Resident Evil, like, in a way, Resident Evil and Silent Hill to me is more immersive because it feels like how I would eventually tackle it if I was put in that situation. I'd eventually get impatient and annoyed to the point where, like, I'd be like, fuck it. I want to go fight this thing now. Like, I can't keep living like this. I can't live running and hiding. I can't anymore. I feel like I did eventually get to that point, so in a way it feels like Resident Evil Silent Hill is what I would do. I don't think I'd use guns, but like, I'd do something, you know? I don't know. Maybe that's just the way my mind's wired. It's just like, I would eventually get so fed up that I would try to fight back. I'm gonna be real with you, if these horror situations were real and I was in it, my ass would get killed, but I'd still want to fight back. Just being real there. Like, that's what I feel like the, like, walking sim horror games don't really accomplish, is it doesn't feel like what you would actually do in the scenario. It feels like what you would do at first, and it just keeps having you do that. That's what I don't like about them. It's like, eventually it's not scary anymore, it's just frustrating. There's no challenge to running and hiding. Like, the only challenge is, oh, don't be an idiot and be loud and stuff. Duh. I don't know, maybe my mind is just wired that way, but like, it feels more skillful, challenging, and intelligent to take on the horror than to avoid it. At least in a video game perspective. In real life, you're being dumb if you, like, fight it. That's why I said, like, my ass would get killed if I tried to fight the horror and it was real life. Like, I'm just being real there. Like, I admit that would be a dumb decision on my part, but, like, in a video game sense, the run and hiding direction is kind of dumb. Just being honest. I like how I'm talking about like survival horror games when playing like a 3D platformer. I'm sorry. It's I recorded the clips for this game so long ago now that I forgot a lot of what I have to say about it. That's what happens with a lot of my Let's Plays, and I feel like I need to like stick to doing one Let's Play at a time because I've been doing 2 at a time. And I feel like that causes the problem where like I have so many videos pre-recorded that by the time I get to like finishing the Let's Play, I've long run out of stuff to say about the game because I forgot my thoughts on the game. And that's already happened to Akimbot. Like this is probably the earliest it's happened in a Let's Play because of how long ago I finished this game. I think I finished this game in November, I want to say. Maybe it was December, but I think it was November. Who knows? I think it was November, though. So it's been like 2 months since I finished this game. So you can imagine how little I have left to say about it. Because I've gotten out a lot of my thoughts either in the first few videos of this, or when talking to friends about this game, when playing the game myself for the first time and all that. I've already gotten all my thoughts out. And it's hard to repeat those thoughts because I forgot what they were. Silent Hill 2 doesn't have that problem because I just finished the game like a week or 2 ago, so that Let's Play should be fine, but this one is like, I'm out of stuff to say about the game. I'm willing to admit that. Like, I'm out of stuff to say about the game, and we're about 1/3 through the Let's Play just about, I want to say it is. The game, the Let's Play I think is going to be 17 parts, and we're on part, what part are we on? 6? Is it? No, we're on part 7, I think. Because I think I have 6 parts uploaded. I'm double checking those, so like I won't leave y'all with wrong information. Let me just check real quick. I have something to ramble about in just a moment after I check this too. So I do have a topic. Yeah, I already uploaded 6 parts. So I do have a topic to bring up today. I want to talk about like I want to talk about my music some more. I'm very passionate about my music, and like lately I've just been hyper fixated on it the last 2 or 3 weeks. That's why I've fallen behind on uploads. Oh, cutscene.
Left or right?
Ooh, wait. I still have my old maps around there somewhere. Found them. So, there should be a large door to the right and a large door to the left. Is that correct?
Yeah?
Great! Then open the door on the right. There's a shortcut that way.
Hold on, XC. Can we trust this guy and his maps? He's been jerking us around all day. I think we should go through the left door.
Hey! I can hear you, you know. I wrote the map, and the map says to go right.
I say we go left.
Take the right.
Take the left.
I know more about that island than anyone. I lost limbs on that island.
You lose limbs every time you leave the house. At least my brain isn't made of spare parts.
Oh, but whatever.
But yeah, I want to talk about my music a little more because I want to go into depth on what like my plans are, because the Heart and Mind and the Heart and Mind volume, like from the Heart and Mind and from the Heart and Mind volume 2, which is volume 2 being the album that's coming out next month, is a project I've worked on that I've now concluded with. Like, it's not going to be a series. It was always meant to be a duology. Originally, the Heart and Mind Volume 2 was supposed to be a later album, but I ended up making it as my second one. Like, I just naturally, like, I ended up writing a bunch of songs that just fit the theme. And I was like, the original idea I had for this album no longer makes sense. It would only fit from the Heart and Mind Volume 2 now. And that's what eventually happened, because the idea of, like, from the Heart and Mind duology is that they're albums that speak literally from my heart and mind, like, things I'm really worried about, things I care a lot about,
Which way should I go?
things that, like, I think about a lot. Like, there's a song on From the Heart and Mind Part 2 that depressingly addresses, like, how much a former friend of mine hurt me a few months back. And then a separate song on the same album, after I recovered from that depression, basically, well, I want to call it a diss track, but it ain't really a diss track. It's just basically calling out bullshit. I can't call it a diss track because I didn't have the heart to actually say anything I would consider a diss. It's all just me being angry and like calling out what they did and all that stuff and like calling them out for being like a shitty person and all that. It's literally just speaking truth. I can't really call it a diss because to me a diss track is going all out and like is going, yeah, because it's going all out on someone. Plus, this person is not like another artist, so it would feel unfair for me to write a diss track about them. I say that, but I wrote a diss track about the Trump cult, as I like to call them. Trumpist, Trump supporters, whatever you want to call it. To avoid getting political in this video, it just dropped. I intentionally released it on Inauguration Day. Intentionally. Because in my head, it's like, I hate this man so much. I'm so scared of what this man is gonna do. I'm not going down fighting, so I want to say something on the very day he goes into office. So I intentionally set that shit up to release on Inauguration Day. I intentionally did it. It doesn't have that many views, so obviously I didn't do much, but like, hey, it feels like a personal victory. I tore this man's supporters apart on the very day he goes into office, even if not that many people heard it. Personal victory. That's all I gotta say. And that's how I'm gonna be for the next 4 years, especially if it ends up as bad as like I'm expecting. And I'm avoiding saying like his name any further because like I said, I don't want to get like too political in this video, so at this point I'm just gonna refer to him as he to not piss anyone off. Well, to be fair, in all honesty, I don't think I want his supporters watching my videos anyway. That's not the kind of content I want to promote. Like, I'm not, this is a very, I think I've made it clear in the past, this is a very liberal friendly channel. It's also friendly to like third party and anti-political views too, because I've been very anti-political vocal in the past. Like, as long as you don't support Trump, you can be conservative as long as you don't support Trump and you're chill with me. As long as you're not like, in terms of like who you support in the US, I don't really care much about what y'all support in other countries as long as y'all are decent people. But if you're in the US and you support Trump, that is the only thing I have against. That's the only people I'm against. I don't care if you're like old school Republican and you support the more tame Republicans. I don't care if you're liberal. I don't care if you're anti-political. I don't care if you're third-party supporter. I don't care if you don't give a fuck about politics in the first place and it never comes to your mind. If you're any of those, you're chill with me. Literally. And here's the thing, before, it was only Trump I hated, not his supporters. But his supporters have gotten cultish. They've gotten really cultish in the last 2 or so years.
Of course they are.
So, like, me, I really went from, like, I don't care if you support Trump, I just hate his ass, to, okay, now I gotta judge you harshly if you support Trump. There are some people I'll let slide with it, but it's people I've known for years before this past election. People I know aren't Trump cultists, they just voted the guy. Because, believe it or not, not all Trump supporters are Trump cultists. That's why I specify Trump cultist. Because Trump supporters that just voted him and aren't, like, blindly loyal to him and stuff, I'm willing to accept y'all too. Because y'all aren't awful people. You just made, in my opinion, a dumb decision. Y'all aren't awful people. You just voted how you voted. I see Trump cultists as awful people because they're blindly loyal to the guy. They have to be fully aware of like all the bad shit he's done and said. They're basically simps. I want to call them simps, like Trump simps. That would be probably more accurate than cultist. I feel like Trump simps would be more accurate because that's how they act. That's the people I have a problem with. If you just so happen to have voted Trump just because you didn't like the other option, or because, like, whatever reason, as long as the reason wasn't, like, you being a Trump simp, being blindly loyal to him, and accepting all, like, the bigoted shit he's said and he's planning. As long as you're not like that, I don't care if you voted that. I want to make it very clear, my problem is the Trump simps, not people who vote Trump altogether. My problem is the Trump simps, the Trump cultists, the ones that are blindly loyal, will defend his ass to no end, don't see the horrible shit that's so obvious. Those are the people at fault. Those are the main people at fault here. They're the ones I hate. Everyone else should chill with me. If you just voted Trump, but you don't simp the fucking guy like they do, you chill with me. Y'all basically just got manipulated. Like, y'all are victims. Y'all chill with me. The Trump cultists have to be aware of everything he's doing. They weren't manipulated. They're intentionally voting him. I have an issue with them. But that's all I'm going to say about this, because I've been rambling on about, like, anti-Trump talk for, like, maybe, like, 6 minutes now. And I don't like to get very political in my videos. I like to make it a very rare thing to talk about politics, and American politics in particular and stuff, because I want my videos to mostly be a safe place for most types of people. The only people I like to make clear I don't want watching my videos are Trump cultists slash Trump simps, racist, sexist, and people who are anti-LGBTQ. I don't want to use the word homophobic because I feel like that word is used very incorrectly, because being prejudiced against LGBTQ is way worse than being scared of it. So I feel like using the word homophobic is just not correct. It's about as correct as fucking Trump cultists using the word woke for everything when they don't even know what it fucking means. And using it as an insult. That's about how, like, it's about, well, it's, okay, it's not as incorrectly used as that, but it's almost as incorrectly used as that. I feel like homophobic is just said because it's an easy way to word it, not because it's accurate. Would be my guess.
Taking his ship to the planet Drakar to link up with the rest of his army.
But it's always bugged me when people, like, call someone who's prejudiced against LGBT homophobic, because they should be called way worse than that. Homophobic feels like too nice of a word for them. If I'm being real with you, we need, like, a really insulting word for those people. For people who are prejudiced against LGBTQ. We need a more insulting word for them, is all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm not gonna be the one to pitch a word, because I don't want the smoke. But I'm just saying, we need a more insulting word for them. Like, we call racist racist, and racist is a very insulting word already. We don't need nothing worse than that for them. I feel like bigots is also a very insulting word, so if you want to just call, like, people who hate the LGBTQ and stuff, if you want to just call them bigots, that works too.
I don't know how to fly this thing.
I just feel like homophobic's too nice of a word for them.
Would work like a ship from the future?
You know what I mean?
Hold on. I think I have the manual around here somewhere.
Oh, come on. How hard can it be? It's just buttons and levers, like this one.
Ship set, don't touch that!
Or how about this? Or that? Oh, cool, it's got cup holders.
The Praetors are coming, ship set. If you're gonna do something, do it fast.
Don't rush me. You know how many ships I've stolen in the past? You've just got...
Hurry up, ship set!
And ignition! That did something, right?
Hey.
Oh, we're at
I think
this
you
section.
turned
I
on the main
remember this
guns.
now.
I can work with that.
Yeah, I'm done with the political talk now. The cutscene took me out of it. But yeah, we're at this part now. This is like a turret section. I think... I don't remember. Did we do one of these earlier, or is it later in the game? I remember another point where we did a turret section, but I forget if it's like before this or later. I'll be some crystal light eliminate. This shit's been hitting hard lately. For some reason, like, I've been really craving, like, Crystal Light, not craving, I don't know if it's the right word. I've been really wanting, like, Crystal Light lemonade, milk, and coffee a lot lately, which is weird, because milk and coffee aren't things I usually drink regularly. I regularly drink water, tea, and juice, and then, like, I'll drink, like, soda 2 or 3 times a month. Like, I'll get a 2-liter soda, like, 2 or 3 times a month, and then, like, I think that's it. I don't drink, like, stuff outside of that often. Crystal Light I'm counting in water because it's got very little stuff in the nutrition facts. It's the thing with Crystal Light and Propel's kind of similar to this. Is there's like one or two, there's like one nutrition fact that there's a good bit of, and then the rest of them were like low. I think for Crystal Light, if I remember, it's potassium. You get a lot of potassium in Crystal Light, which is weird because it's a lemonade. You think it'd be vitamin C, but you get a lot of potassium. With Propel, it's vitamin C and sodium. You got a lot of vitamin C and sodium in that stuff. But that makes sense because Propel is like a Gatorade type drink, and Gatorade has a lot of sodium, you know, like Powerade and all that stuff. Propel is like those, so it makes sense that like it's sodium based.
Aha! We have ignition!
We're on our way. I think we've already overstayed our welcome anyway.
I don't drink Propel anymore because they became way too expensive. That used to be my, for a while, that was my go-to, like, drink mix. But after, like, the price of it went up, I kind of just went back to Crystal Light. Because I crave vitamin C a lot. I know I'm talking over the cutscene that just happened, but I don't care. I crave vitamin C a lot, so like Propel was like an easy way to get that because fruit can be expensive sometimes, and so can juice. So like Propel was like the cheap option for a while, and then it went up like by $1 or $2, and now the cheap option is like getting cranberry juice, like cran grape, cran pineapple, or getting apples. That's like your only cheap options now. Is like drinking cranberry juice or getting apples. Because every other source of vitamin C costs more. And I'm talking about green apples, obviously. I don't know if red apples have vitamin C, but I know green apples have a good bit of them.
Man, since you're so smart,
so I occasionally do like get me some green apples to eat for that reason.
In this ship if they're all useless?
But yeah, we're ending it off here. Bye.